Introduction. When we embark on the journey of seeking our twin flame, we often imagine a seamless connection, a love so profound, so powerful, that it transcends all earthly obstacles. The idea of finding the other half of our soul, our mirror image in another being, brings with it a sense of destiny and inevitability. However, the reality of a twin flame union can be far more complex. While the connection itself is undeniable, the journey towards a harmonious union is often fraught with challenges, barriers that seem insurmountable at times. These obstacles, while daunting, are not meant to be punishments or cosmic blocks. Instead, they are integral parts of the spiritual growth and healing that both twin flames must undergo to reach a state of union. In this video, we will delve deeply into the barriers to twin flame union. We will explore the psychological, emotional, spiritual, and even external factors that can prevent twin flames from coming together in harmony. By understanding these barriers, you can gain the insight needed to navigate your own twin flame journey with greater clarity, compassion, and patience. 1. Fear of intensity. The connection between twin flames is unparalleled in its intensity. This intensity is not just emotional but spiritual, mental, and even physical. For many, the sheer power of this connection can be overwhelming. It can evoke a deep-seated fear. Fear of being consumed, fear of losing oneself, fear of vulnerability. This fear can manifest as avoidance, where one or both twins may pull away from the connection to protect themselves from what feels like a loss of control. This is often the first and most immediate barrier to union. Fear is a powerful force, often rooted in past traumas and experiences that have shaped our subconscious mind. The fear of intensity in a twin flame connection is not just about the present. It is about confronting the shadows of the past. These shadows might include fears of abandonment, rejection, or betrayal. As a result, one or both twins might find themselves oscillating between wanting to dive deep into the connection and needing to withdraw to protect themselves from perceived dangers. This push-pull dynamic can create significant barriers to union, as both twins must learn to confront and heal their fears to embrace the intensity of their connection fully. 2. Emotional baggage and unhealed wounds. Every individual carries emotional baggage, past hurts, unresolved traumas, and unhealed wounds. In a twin flame connection, these issues often come to the surface with greater intensity. The twin flame journey is as much about healing as it is about love. The connection acts as a mirror, reflecting back to each twin the wounds that need healing. This can be incredibly painful, leading to resistance, denial, or even running away from the connection. Unhealed wounds from past relationships, childhood, or even past lives can create significant barriers to union. These wounds often manifest as patterns of behavior such as codependency, self-sabotage, or emotional withdrawal. For twin flames to come into union, it is essential that both individuals take the time to address and heal these wounds. This process of healing can be challenging and may require deep introspection, therapy, or other forms of emotional and spiritual work. It is through this healing that twin flames can release the baggage that holds them back and create a space for unconditional love and union to flourish. 3. Ego and the illusion of separation. The ego is a necessary part of our human experience, but it can also be a significant barrier to twin flame union. The ego thrives on the illusion of separation, of me versus you. In the context of a twin flame connection, the ego can create a sense of competition, jealousy, or the need to be right. It can also manifest as a fear of losing one's identity in the union, leading to resistance and conflict. The ego's need to protect itself often results in defensiveness, pride, and an unwillingness to be vulnerable. This can lead to misunderstandings, arguments, and even estrangement between twin flames. To move towards union, both individuals must recognize and transcend the limitations of the ego. This involves cultivating humility, forgiveness, and a willingness to see beyond the illusion of separation. When both twins can rise above the ego's need for control and dominance, they can begin to experience the unity and oneness that is at the heart of their connection. 4. Karmic relationships and lessons. Before twin flames can come into union, they often need to resolve karmic debts and lessons from past relationships. Karmic relationships are those that are deeply tied to unresolved issues from past lives or this lifetime. These relationships often serve as catalysts for growth and healing, but they can also create significant obstacles to twin flame union. Karmic relationships are typically intense, challenging, and often painful. They are designed to bring unresolved karma to the surface so that it can be addressed and healed. However, these relationships can also create confusion and distraction for twin flames. One or both twins might find themselves entangled in a karmic relationship, making it difficult to fully commit to their twin flame connection. To overcome this barrier, it is essential to recognize the purpose of karmic relationships and to learn the lessons they present. This might involve ending unhealthy relationships, setting boundaries, and focusing on self-healing. As these karmic lessons are resolved, the path towards twin flame union becomes clearer and more accessible. 5. Divine timing and the path of spiritual growth. One of the most challenging barriers to twin flame union is the concept of divine timing. The twin flame journey is deeply spiritual, and it is guided by forces beyond our control. While the connection between twin flames is destined, the timing of their union is not always within their control. This timing is often influenced by the spiritual growth and development of both individuals. Divine timing means that both twin flames must reach a certain level of spiritual maturity and alignment before they can come into union. This process cannot be rushed, as it involves deep inner work, healing, and transformation. For many, the wait can be agonizing, filled with doubt and frustration. However, it is essential to trust in the process and to focus on one's own spiritual growth. As both twins evolve and grow, the timing of their union will align with their highest good. 6. Lack of self-love and self-worth. A lack of self-love and self-worth is another significant barrier to twin flame union. The twin flame journey is ultimately about unconditional love, not just for each other, but for oneself. If one or both twins struggle with feelings of unworthiness or self-doubt, it can create a barrier to union. Self-love is the foundation upon which a twin flame union is built. Without it, the connection can become imbalanced, with one twin placing too much emphasis on the other to fill a void within themselves. This can lead to codependency, unrealistic expectations, and disappointment. To overcome this barrier, it is essential for both twins to cultivate a deep sense of self-love and self-worth. This involves healing old wounds, releasing negative self-beliefs, and embracing one's true essence. When both twins are rooted in self-love, they can come together in a balanced and harmonious union. 7. External influences and societal pressures. In addition to the internal barriers, there are often external influences that can create obstacles to twin flame union. These can include societal expectations, cultural norms, family dynamics, and even the opinions of friends and loved ones. The intensity and uniqueness of a twin flame connection can be difficult for others to understand, leading to misunderstandings, judgment, or even opposition. Societal pressures can create significant stress on the twin flame journey. For example, if one twin is married or in a long-term relationship, there may be external expectations to maintain that relationship, even if it is no longer aligned with their soul's path. Similarly, cultural or religious beliefs may create barriers to union, particularly if the connection challenges traditional norms. To overcome these external influences, it is essential for twin flames to stay true to their inner guidance and to trust in the connection they share. This may involve making difficult choices, setting boundaries, and even standing up against societal norms. By remaining aligned with their soul's truth, twin flames can navigate these external challenges and move towards union. 8. The runner and chaser dynamic. One of the most well-known barriers to twin flame union is the runner and chaser dynamic. This occurs when one twin, often overwhelmed by the intensity of the connection, becomes the runner, distancing themselves from the relationship. The other twin, desperate to maintain the connection, becomes the chaser, pursuing the runner in an attempt to bring them back. This dynamic can create a cycle of separation and reunion, which can be both painful and confusing for both twins. The runner may feel suffocated or afraid of the depth of the connection, while the chaser may feel abandoned and desperate to regain the connection. This dynamic often stems from unresolved fears, insecurities, and emotional wounds. To break free from the runner and chaser dynamic, both twins must engage in deep self-healing and inner work. The chaser must learn to release control and trust in the process, allowing the runner the space they need to heal. The runner, in turn, must confront their fears and open themselves to the possibility of union. When both twins can come into alignment with their own inner truth, the runner and chaser dynamic can dissolve, paving the way for union. 9. Spiritual ego and the illusion of superiority. Another subtle yet powerful barrier to twin flame union is the spiritual ego. The spiritual ego is a sense of superiority or specialness that can arise from spiritual knowledge or experiences. In the context of a twin flame journey, one or both twins may develop a spiritual ego, believing that their connection makes them superior to others or that they are more evolved than their twin. This illusion of superiority can. Conclusion: the journey to twin flame union is a profound and transformative experience, marked by both extraordinary love and significant challenges. The barriers we've explored, ranging from fear of intensity, unhealed emotional wounds, and the influence of the ego, to karmic relationships, divine timing, and external pressures, are not roadblocks meant to keep twin flames apart. Instead, they are essential aspects of the spiritual path, offering opportunities for deep healing, growth, and awakening. Each barrier invites both twins to look within, to confront their shadows, and to rise into their highest selves. Understanding these barriers is the first step towards overcoming them. It requires patience, self-compassion, and a commitment to the inner work that the twin flame journey demands. As these barriers are gradually dismantled, the path to union becomes clearer, allowing both twins to come together in a state of harmony, balance, and unconditional love. Remember, the twin flame journey is not just about coming into union with another person, it's about coming into union with your own soul, your own truth. As you navigate these challenges, trust that each step is bringing you closer to the ultimate union, not just with your twin flame, but with the divine essence within you.